Welcome everybody to my channel. Today I want to talk about the Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort. I'm just going to really call it the Walt Disney World Dolphin Hotel. It's the Dolphin Hotel from this point forward. And the point of this video isn't really to do a review. Like if you go on YouTube, like I'm showing you right here, and just type in Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort, you can see a ton of different content you can get from the main stuff, like main websites like All Years and DFB Guide. They talked about the Walt Disney World Dolphin Hotel. This video is really not about that. I'm not trying to convince you to stay in the Dolphin Hotel. This is for you if you already book the Dolphin Hotel, which I did, and then after that I was like, oh, I need to find out how to get around, because this is a really big hotel. I was kind of scared from watching some of the YouTube videos, learning how big this hotel is, and it actually is pretty easy to navigate around. So, but I'll tell you what I did at first, which is that when I first booked the hotel, I would obviously go to Google Maps to take a look at how to navigate based on Google Maps. So, and then the Maps view, unfortunately, is very unhelpful, I would say. First thing you want to do is actually change it to satellite view, which will then show you actually how it looks like. And this is much better, but the problem with this is that the pins here, let's just say, the pins for the Fountain and Eats and Sweets restaurant feel is like the convenience store inside the hotel. They're all pretty much wrong, so don't expect the pins to be correct in here. So, and then I really wanted to show you guys like some of the videos that I taken when I was in the Dolphin Hotel last month in July 2022, to show you guys how to navigate and get around, because I want you guys to be a pro in terms of the navigation part of this hotel, so that you know how to get around it, how to get to ideally any of the Disney parks in Disney World as quickly as possible. Like when you get up for your park day, you know what you need to do. You leave the hotel on time and get the bus or the ferry on time. You know where to go to get those things, and you won't and you save as much time as possible, because ultimately when you pay for something like this hotel, which actually I'm surprised looking at it right now, the prices are so much cheaper than when I paid to stay in this hotel. Seriously, it's just like there are a lot cheaper hotels outside of the Epcot area, outside of the Walt Disney World area that you can stay at, but then they're much farther away, and then you have to get up even earlier. So really, if you're staying in a hotel like this one, you're staying because you're getting a lot of benefits that you get from a Disney hotel, but also really just the closeness of it. And if you don't know what the benefits are, really, I don't know why you're booking a hotel, but you probably should watch one of those review videos, perhaps that's like over here and on YouTube, and then just learn about those. But really, let's get really right into it in terms of how to navigate around this hotel. So I can tell you that as soon as you either drive in, or you take a Lyft or Uber from the airport, or you take a bus from the airport, you will go through this Epcot Resorts Boulevard. They'll drive and drop you off right around here. I guess like the bus was to drop you a little bit farther off. I've seen them drop a little bit farther off. Actually, it's just like I really can't say for sure, but I know for like Uber or Lyft, they'll drop you right to the front, which is this is the front entrance of the hotel, and then this is actually the boat. It's like the back. So anyway, they drop you off to the front. And originally, I was thinking just gonna show you some of the videos I have taken to just guide you through the process. But then after I went on my vacation with my family, and then doing research on this video, which is weird because I guess going back to the fact that I probably watch a little too much of these review videos, and I would say none of them. I probably watched I would say close to 10 of them, and none of them show you this trick that I'm just to show you right now, which is that you can go to the website of this Swan and Dolphin website, but they also have 3D tours like right on the page. Right, I didn't even pay attention to that because I was paying so much attention to the videos, and the 3D tours are probably a lot more helpful. And I'm gonna show you with obviously my explanation of how how everything works when you get into the hotel. So I'm just gonna show you the 3D tour. This is literally the lobby, right? So when you enter this, like I said, the Uber and the Lyft, or even your car, if you drive in here, you get dropped off right over here, or you come pop right here to get your go to the front desk. So you come in right here, you go to this area over here, and then you start walking into this lobby area here right now. So as you walk in, you're like, oh, just admiring the nice palm trees and stuff. But what you really want to do is obviously you want to check in, go to the front desk. And when you do that, basically you get to here. This is view. Again, as I said, the pins are really wrong if you measure where the view is located compared to what is actually listed. And I even tried to correct that on Google Maps, but they don't let you. So they said that you have an incorrect pin location. Okay, do. Anyway, so once you get up here, the right side is view. The left side is where you can get. This is where front desk is. So we'll go over here a little more. But before you get to front desk, I just want to show you this also. Bell services. Bell services would be very important to you on the last day when you're checking out. If you still have a park day, that means you still want to go to the park. You definitely want to go bell services to drop off your luggages to so that you can go to the park and come back pick it up on that final day. Point being, you will want to go to the front desk over here to check in. So you can check in via the app. They have a mobile app you could use to check in. It is a Marriott hotel. But I would recommend that you check in in person, just because you can find out what's available and also, perhaps change your room. Because I had a woman that was like right behind me. That's when she got online. She was complaining because she actually checked in like maybe half an hour earlier, and then she realized that her room is on the lobby level, and she was complaining so loudly. We're like, okay. But then the front desk agent was very nice and calm and was able to accommodate her, no problem. So yeah, I think this is such a big hotel that they are able to accommodate your requests if if you wanted a specific room. And this is one of the first things I want to give you as a strategy. So going back into the map view here on Google Maps. So I stayed on the west wing. So this is the west wing, this is the central wing, and this is the east wing. So this is how you would separate it. For the hotel rooms wise, this is the 3 different wings that they have, and then this huge area over here is like the conference area, right? So you can walk over there for different conference rooms and so forth. And I'll show you a little bit of that too. For a specific purpose. But for now, I was staying right over here. I stayed in room 9196, which was like a nice, kind of out of the way room, so that I really didn't hear any noises throughout the night or anything like that. So it was really overall pretty quiet. And I had a view of the front entrance, so which is pretty important because it's like where you get the bus. So where you could get the Swan Dolphin Resort buses to get you to the 2 parks, right? Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom. And also, I believe, to Disney Springs as well. So I never went to Disney Springs on our vacation just because we really didn't have time. Almost other than the first day of which is our hotel day, just kind of explore the hotel. And I would recommend that, doing a hotel day in the first day just to get yourself situated and understanding where everything is before you go on a park day, because you do want to know how to get around the hotel before you go to the parks. So I stayed over here, so it was, I would say, not super close to the elevators. The elevators are like probably over here, so you have to go. So every single day I have to like walk all the way over here to get to the elevators, go down, and then I have the choice of taking the bus if I'm going to Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom, or taking the friendship boats if over here if I needed to go to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. Actually, so going back to front desk here, I would suggest again, ask them if they can give you a room in either the west wing or the central wing, because those 2 are the closest to the bus transportation. So that's one of the first tips I want to give you guys here. So after you guys get checked in, and I'm assuming that you would check in into either the west wing or the central wing, just like where I was. I didn't really go into the east elevators at all. So I'm just going to show you where everything is. So once you get checked in, you can walk back into the main area with the nice giant chandeliers and everything. So in order to get to the west central and west elevators, they actually tell you pretty clearly once you can see it right over here. So right next to fuel, and I'm gonna get past these columns in here, is the central and west elevators. So these two elevators are right over here. It's like very easy, very convenient. But more importantly, the Disney bus transportation location. So you definitely would want to stay again to Central West wings because these two elevator banks for these two wings are very close to bus transportation. In fact, I'm just going to walk you guys over there right now to show you how close they are. So again, this was the central elevators. The west elevators are even closer because you have to walk over here down past fuel, and then you'll see a Disney store here and Accents over here. But then this is the west elevator. So every single day during my vacation with my family, I will, come out from these west elevators and go to the bus transportation or the ferry. So let me first show you the bus transportation here. So once you walk out from here, from the west elevators, you would make a left to the Disney bus transportation, not the right, but you could make a right as well. I want to first show you the bus transportation. So you could go over here and go through the double doors right here and just walk right out, and then go further down and further down this way. And then once you get down here, you go down this like a kind of like a little stairs over here, a little ramp over here. You go down this path, and then you'll see a bus stop right there. And the buses, they'll tell you, as I did, they told me during check-in, they run 45 minutes before park open. This is a good neighbor hotel, so they have those early access. So you count those early access plus 45 minutes is when the first bus arrives to this hotel. So, and I will cover in more details on the transportation videos how this works. But for now, I just want to let you guys know how to navigate yourself around the hotel. So right here again is this where you walk down to get to the bus station. But if you turn yourself completely 180 degree around, you see that few also have an exit to the bus station. So you have one here and one here. Like, I would say we probably never use this exit over here, only because we're so used to going to field every single day. Like, we would go to field every night. We pick up our breakfast because we would get something like the yoga parfait or like the overnight oats, so that we would have that as a mini breakfast, so that we would have it ready to go and eat that in our hotel room early in the morning, and then we can get on the first bus to rope drop the various parks. So pretty much this is like the key. If you are watching this video, you really are watching it because you want to know how to navigate the hotel as quickly as you can. I mean, yeah, I had at least one family that was asking like, oh, where do I take the ferry? Because like they didn't know how to get around the hotel, and it's just something that you don't want to do that on your vacation. You can miss out on the park time. Because let's go back into the hotel here. So I can actually go right into field, and you can see like this is where we would get all our cold beverages and parfaits and stuff. This is what we get ourselves in every night, so that we will put in our fridge in our hotel room and get it ready for the morning. You can walk out this way, and you see that this is the exit that will get you to the lobby area. If this is the exit you take, you get back to the entrance where you walked in the first time and just check in over here. So normally though, if you buy something, go through here, you pay for it here, and you end up walking this way anyway, and then we have to loop back. Ideally, I would prefer if they had like a different cashier system where you could pay for stuff and go back to this exit right here, and you'd be able to get back to the west elevators or the central elevators, and you'll be able to get around much quicker in terms of the checking out wise. So, but that's not a really big thing. Usually we just get out that entrance, we walk back over to the lobby, and go back to the west elevators, and that's basically it. So, but now that is how to get to the buses. What about getting to the ferry? So the ferry is even simpler, and The ferry, I guess no one really have true benefits because everyone, whether you're in the east wing, the central wing, or the west wing, pretty much all very close to it. So I'm gonna walk you guys over to it right now. So you get back to the main area here with the nice chandeliers, and then you go, instead of the side way you do to check in and even the entrance, you go to the back here, and then so you go this way, and then you see R2D2. Like, there's a little picture opportunity. Actually, that's not R2D2. That's just an R2 droid. So you can take a picture of R2 over here, and then because I came to Walt Disney World for the 50th anniversary, they also have a photo opportunity over here on this right hand side as well that they don't show you right now in this virtual tour. So anyway, keep going down this way past Shula's Steakhouse. So this is Shula's Steakhouse. Again, it's like this multiple entrances for Shula's Steakhouse. We thought about going there, but we ended up not doing it. Anyway, go down this escalator or the stairs right here, and then you will get to, which unfortunately you can't go down this way, so I can't click anymore. But you can see vaguely from here, this is the Fountains restaurant. So, and then next on the opposite side is Blue Zoo. So you know, walk out from that entrance. That entrance you can kind of see the rear entrance, right? The rear exit entrance, we will call it. Right over here, as I showed you earlier, this is again, like Blue Zoo's is closer to over here, you know, and then Fountains are closer to over here, you know, somewhere around those lines, and feel like I said, it's only up here. All the pins are screwed up. So anyway, you get out here, and then you walk around this little awning area here, or underneath, so you can actually, you're kind of shielded away from the weather. So you walk all the way down here, and then you continue walking over here, and then you get to the Friendship Boat. I actually do have a video of this here that I can show you guys. And it's basically is how you would get to the boats. So I wanted to explain. Hopefully, you guys understand this from this top up view that you know what you're looking at here. The boats can be coming in from this way, and they'll come in from this way all the way to the dock over here, or they can come in from this way to the dock over here. So if the boats are coming in from this, well, I would say, you know, when you are at the dock, it's the left-hand side. You can see it. You would know beforehand. If you stay here for a couple of days, you would know beforehand. I will tell you right now that if it's coming from the left-hand side, it's going to Hollywood Studios. So it's kind of like, you know, give you a heads up on what, you know, what to expect, you know. So if it's coming from the right-hand side, it's actually going to Epcot. And the reason why is because these boats are just kind of like running in a specific route, right? So it's coming in from Epcot. So Epcot, this is like the, you know, the dock over here. So it goes over here. I think it goes to Yacht and Beach Club first, then it goes to Broadwalk, and then it comes all the way over to the Dolphin and Swan Resort hotels, and then it goes over to Hollywood Studios, all the way down here, and then it comes back and makes these same stops over and over again throughout the day. So that's why when it comes in from the left hand side, you know that it's making its route back down to Hollywood Studio. When it comes in from the right hand side, you know it's making its route back up to the Yacht and Beach Club, to the Broadwalk Hotel, and obviously to the final stop of that route, which is Epcot. One thing I do want to also add to it, since I did this for myself, is that I shipped a package of, you know, liquids, basically our, you know, shampoo, hair gel, mouthwash, any of our liquid stuff that we use. Like, we actually shipped it to our hotel, so, and they do accept it. So the downside is the hotel does charge you a $10 fee. You can also go to their website to check on the latest in terms of costs. They charge $10 fee for a box that weighs 10 pounds or less. So on top of that, you also have shipping fee. But we decided to do that so that we wouldn't have to go through the hassle of putting really small bottles that we have to fill that to get through TSA. So this is we found as convenience. But I'm gonna show you guys how to get that package, right? So they don't just deliver it to you at the front desk or Bell Services. You actually have to go and pick it up yourself. To get checked in, instead of going to the West Wing area, you want to go to this area right here. I'm gonna walk through this area here virtually anyway. So you gotta go to this direction this way. So and then they actually have you walk through this way, and I guess you click into here and you can see the meeting space. So this is what you need to do. So we need to get to the meeting space. Yeah, so you walked in from the main lobby area to the meeting spaces. So you come down this way, and then you make a left right here. And if you keep going, if you go out the hotel right now, this is actually the parking lot spaces out in kind of one of the parking lots area. So, but we're not going to go out the hotel. We're going to go make a right over here, and just keep on going. Past all different ballroom, the Hemisphere ballroom, all these different ballrooms over here. So we're going to keep going down here until you get to, and you can vaguely see it right now, it's the business center. And there it is. So this is the business center, 11th hour business center. So this is where we went to pick up our package that we shipped to ourselves. The reason why we did it was because we know we have specific shampoos that we use, that my daughter used, that my wife used, that we can't just pick up from like CVS or have them deliver via Instacart or others delivery services. So we figured just ship it over, and we did that, and it worked out great. So you guys can consider if you guys don't mind paying the extra cost of shipping and the delivery fee that they charge here. So, but this is where you could go pick up your packages if you do ship them to yourselves. I guess maybe I could show you guys one other thing, which is to get to the pool and get to maybe some of the other restaurants like Peekaboo, if you want to go to Peekaboo, which I really don't recommend, but you could. I mean, this purpose I guess is there. So let me see if I can show you that here. So anyway, to get to Peekaboo and well, Peekaboo and also the pool, so you would go through fountains. So you came down the escalator again. You would go through here and you see fountains, which is what we actually ate the first day we were at the hotel, because we just need something to to feed our stomachs really, because we had an early flight into Florida from New York City, and then by the time we got to Florida it was like 12:30, and then we by the time we left, we got to the hotel, it was like 1:30. By the time we checked in, it was 2 o'clock. So we figured just find some place to eat quickly, and fountains did the job. It wasn't spectacular, but it was good. It was good enough to to help us be really full by the time we're done. So anyway, passing by fountains is what you need to do here. So, and then they have a fresh Mediterranean market. This net was not open when we were there. I mean, it's in a restaurant. It's not really a market to us. It's just in a restaurant. It was never open when we were here, so we never really got a chance to try it out. But anyway, you make a right over here, and you keep on going. Keep on going down this way, past fountains. So keep on going here, and then this is where you get to go to Peekaboo. So Peekaboo, for us, we only went there for breakfast, me and my daughter, because like my wife didn't want to go, and it was really not worth it. We had like the Mickey pancakes over here in Peekaboo, but it was like $5 per pancake basically, and it's the not even pancakes, sorry, it's the Mickey waffles, right? But it's the same one that I can make myself at home. It's from the same machine, literally. It's not worth it. Anyway, past Peekaboo, so you can go to here and see the West elevators again. So if you are in the West elevator, if you are on the West wing, in order to get here, you would just go to the first floor, and you would get to Peekaboo much faster than you can if you take it to the lobby and walk down the escalator. Just take it to the first floor. So anyway, so once you take it over to the first floor, you can see actually this is the actual entrance that you use for Peekaboo. At least that's from my recollection. So anyway, instead of going to Peekaboo, as I said, you continue down this way, and then you go down further this way here, and keep going past Peekaboo. And then the first thing you'll see is another escalator, and I think there is and actually it is also goes to the bus and transportation. So there's another way to get to the bus transportation right there. So, but this is where you can also get the arcade, the game room as they call it. We went in there, played a few games, but when you pass the game room, you also get to the guest laundry. This is the only laundry for the three hotels, the Walt Disney Dolphin, Swan, and Swan Reserve. They all share this laundry room, and that's the reason why I don't think, if even unless I find a really good deal in the Swan Hotel, which actually normally is a little bit more expensive than the Dolphin, I'm still just going to the Dolphin most likely, because I would have to walk over from the Swan Hotel to use this laundry, which is kind of ridiculous. Really should be like it's within their own. Each hotel should have their own laundry. They don't have to share. But in this case, everyone shares laundry, and this is the one that you would use if you are saying on a longer trip and you needed to wash your clothes and stuff. So once you pass the laundry, you are heading out to the pool. So right over here, if you go down this way, so we'll get you further all the way close to the exit right there, so you see it as actually says the pool. Once you can head down that way, we'll go to the pool. So, but there's a Camp Dolphin, something you have to pay for, kind of like a daycare that you pay for have your kids go to daycare there for like a couple hours perhaps. Well, I think even they do most of the day, but we never really use that. And then there's the fitness center on this side. Again, we didn't really use it. Walking 10 miles a day in the parks is enough. One bonus if I want to give you guys, and something that you guys might not use, but if you're like me, you would use it, and that is that they have a place to print boarding passes in this hotel. I'll show you that in a bit, but I'll explain what happened to me was that I think when I was visiting Disneyland back in 2019 in LAX, I was waiting. I had my boarding pass. I have everything ready for TSA, but my boarding pass was on my Apple Watch. And when I went up to the TSA guy, he's like, "Your boarding pass, there's some issue with it. I can't scan it." He told me to go get a paper boarding pass. So I had to basically leave the line, go back to the main area in LAX to get my boarding pass. And then when I had to go back in, I basically wasted close to 30-40 minutes just to do this. Even though he helped me expedite through the process, skip some of the lines, it was still a good 30-minute process. Fortunately, I still had enough time to get on my flight. But that was the experience that just told me that from that point on, I'm never going to rely on digital boarding passes ever again. So that's why if you are like me, where you just only want to have paper boarding passes, you will want to go back to the lobby here, and you can see right now I was pointing it to where it was. Actually, again, I just want to situate you guys back to here. Again, this is the front desk. This is the center, the nice fountain chandelier kind of thing. So once you get through the front desk area here, you walk by it. You walk by I think some of the guest services here. So you're heading towards. This is heading towards the ballroom, the different conference center areas. You would go to the boarding passes over here. Once you go and do this way, you find like about 3 computers in here that usually are empty, and there's a printer all the way at the end of that little room area that you can use to print out your boarding passes. And that's my bonus tip for you guys. So that's literally what I would do on the last day. Go into belt services to drop off luggage, go into here to print out my boarding passes. And that's basically it. I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Hopefully this will give you guys much more information on what you need to do to navigate around the hotel, how to get to the buses and the friendship boats, so that you guys are able to get around as quickly as possible to maximize your time at the park. So again, thank you again for watching this video. I hope you guys have a nice day.